All right, still looking very winter-like across many areas. Ontario due east this afternoon, -7 the daytime high in Toronto. We'll see sunshine in Montreal with a high of -10, and it is brisk certainly across the maritime provinces, 5 to 10 degrees below average. So let's take you to Florida, and the forecast on Friday is looking pretty warm. Miami 28 degrees, chance of seeing thunderstorms. Key West 28 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. Orlando 27 with variable clouds.
Light, it was fluffy. There's a lot of it, but it was relatively easy to move. It just took a long time. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. We were in storm watch yesterday for a very small but significant system that impacted the lower Great Lakes. And today, a much nicer day. We're looking at -7 for a daytime high, feeling more like -11. A lot of people are going to be digging out today. We saw about 20 centimeters throughout the GTA, anywhere from kind of 17 to 20 centimeters through Toronto and in through Markham, in through the downtown core and at Pearson, Hamilton, and Oakville. Everybody saw that amount of snow. High pressure firmly in place. We are going to continue to see that throughout the day tomorrow. I don't think too many people are going to mind. Temperatures, however, they're still well below our seasonal average for today and into tomorrow. Now, we do have a system on the way that will be impacting us for the weekend. This is going to be bringing us about 5 centimeters of snow as of right now. All right, there are over 35,000 homeless people on the streets of Toronto, and Michelle Mackey and Rachel Schutzen got a chance to experience. Well, traffic's certainly much better today than it was yesterday, where we picked up about 18 centimeters of snow all day. It didn't end until last night, well after the dinner hour. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us today. We're no longer in storm watch, which is good news, but you are going to continue to dig out today. Some areas certainly saw more snow than others. Markham picked up 17 centimeters. Sorry, downtown picked up 17. It was Pearson that picked up 18 centimeters of snow, as did Burlington. Hamilton saw 17, and in through St. Catharines, 10 centimeters of snow. So if you didn't shovel yesterday, you're going to have a busy morning. Temperatures today, they're starting off really cold. We're below seasonal. We should be closer to the freezing mark at this time of year, and by this afternoon, we're only going to be peaking at about -7. But at least we're going to see that sunshine, and if you can get yourself out of the wind and just kind of feel the sunshine on your face, you're actually going to be able to feel that the sun is actually warmer now. Like, it feels warmer. It's closer. All right, we're looking at -5 through Newmarket, -6 up in Barrie throughout the day today. We're looking at -6 through Hamilton, but everybody basking in that high pressure, so everybody is going to be seeing the sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day of March. We're going to be coming in like a lamb. We're looking at -1 for Toronto, lots of sunshine. But then Saturday, things start to change. We've got another system on the way developing lee side of the Rockies, tracking its way across the Prairie provinces. It's going to be a fairly weak and unorganized system, but it has the potential to be dropping about 5 centimeters of snow. Then we have another system on Sunday, this Texas low that we're keeping our eye on, that could be producing some significant amounts of snow, especially throughout the Niagara region. It depends on how far this goes to the north. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on this one, that's for sure. And then the cold air returning into next week. Now, with all of this snow, salt is a premium. And unfortunately, the city of Toronto is suffering a shortage. See a few more centimeters through the overnight hours. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us. These are the top stories I'm going to be following for you. Digging out, we'll talk about totals. The pothole problem. Michelle Mackey has an update on what Ontario roads look like this year, coming up later on in the hour. And a sinking highway. Video in Force of Nature you don't want to miss. All right, yesterday we had some snow. It began during your morning commute, it continued all day, and it didn't ease until after your evening commute. We picked up about 18 centimeters through Burlington. Hamilton saw 17, Markham 17, downtown Toronto 17 centimeters. Pearson picked up 18 centimeters of snow. It was a mess trying to get anywhere. The good news is that high pressure has now returned, and we are going to be seeing some sunshine, seeing a daytime high of -7 today, feeling more like -11 when you factor in that wind. Now, elsewhere across the province, we are going to be seeing that sunshine stick around through Huntsville, getting up to -8, Barrie at -6, all the way over towards Ottawa. Again, lots of sunshine, daytime high -7. Now, this is below seasonal. We should be closer to the freezing mark at this time of year. But we do have high pressure in place, so I don't think too many people are going to be complaining. Mix of sun and cloud for the most part throughout today and into tomorrow, but another system coming in on the weekend, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But first, a look at tomorrow. We do warm up just slightly, getting closer to that freezing mark, and of course, yes, the first day of March, so looks as though it is coming in like a lamb. for the first day of March. For Saturday, however, we do have a system approaching. This weak and disorganized system looks as though it could be bringing us about 5 centimeters of snow, depending on where you are. And of course, because it is still very weak and disorganized, we're going to keep a close eye on it because it could be bringing us more than that. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we are going to be seeing that snow for Saturday, potentially carrying over into Sunday, and temperatures remaining very cold next week. All right, luxury toilet paper. It's not something many of us think about all the time, but it could be ruining Canada's forests. Welcome to today's brief. Nicole back. Chris, Emily joining you.
Yes.
And Chris, I have something for you. It is your piece of humble pie.
Yes, yes. All right. So you got to admit when you're wrong. Emily and I had this debate about Southern Ontario. You were saying it was going to be a snowstorm. I said, no, Emily, it's just going to be a snowfall. But as we take a look at some video here to show you,
You were wrong.
this was a snowstorm.
It was
I
epic.
admit it. Emily was right. I was wrong.
That's all I was waiting for.
Emily good, Chris bad.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's all I have to say. And it is very rare for the people, so that everybody knows this, that I am wrong when it comes to the weather, and Chris Murphy is normally right. So this is a real nice change.
No, don't sell yourself short, Emily.
Meters, a new daily record, or 18.4 to be exact. I know you were going to correct me on that one.
See, that's what I mean about being wrong.
But it was, certainly caused issues on the road, and today, much calmer. We've got sunshine, actually, so bring out the sunglasses. Irene, we agree.
Guess what is coming? We got a fresh surge.
I mean, it gets a touch warmer as you get into Manitoba. What really, at this point, it's all the same.
And not much better on Sunday, by the way.
No, but
TWN, at Nicole Karkic, and at Murph TWN. So fell. The good news, it is all eased, and we're going to see some sunshine today. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us today, officially the last day of February. Tomorrow being March the 1st. Are we going to come in like a lion or a lamb? Well, it looks as though we're going to be coming in more lamb-like. Today, daytime high, -7. Feeling more like -11 when you factor in that wind. Now, throughout the day today, we've got high pressure firmly in place, so lots of sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover through the overnight, and then tomorrow also looking really good. Variable sky, temperatures hovering around that freezing mark. So looking at today's highs through Huntsville, -8, Barrie seeing a daytime high of -6, Toronto at -7. Tomorrow, beautiful high pressure, lots of sunshine, temperatures in Barrie hovering around that freezing mark, Toronto at -1. Now, we do have a couple of systems on the way through the lower Great Lakes. The first one, this one's going to be making its move through Saturday. We are going to see some light snow moving through the area, making travel a little bit tricky. It's a fairly weak and unorganized system, so it looks as though we're going to be seeing about 5 centimeters of snow. Now, on Sunday, we have a Texas low that is really just starting to ramp up, and it could be bringing us a significant snowfall. Models are showing it right now, forecast models are showing it right now, staying a little bit further to the south, but if it tracks anywhere further north, we could be seeing a significant snowfall, especially in through the Niagara region. So this is why we do have snow in the icon on Sunday, and we're watching that system very closely, so stay with us for all the updates. But for tomorrow, March 1st, we're looking at sunshine, daytime high -1, and then the cold air. That continues next week. All right, salt shortages have been a huge problem right across the problem, and potholes have also been a huge issue.
All right, still looking very winter-like across many areas. Ontario due east this afternoon. -7 the daytime high in Toronto. We'll see sunshine in Montreal with a high of -10, and it is brisk certainly across the maritime provinces, 5 to 10 degrees below average. So let's take you to Florida, and the forecast on Friday is looking pretty warm. Miami, 28 degrees. Chance of seeing thunderstorms. Key West, 28 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. Orlando, 27 with variable clouds.
Pearson saw a couple of centimeters an hour at one point. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. Yesterday was a very snowy day. We were in storm watch. In Burlington, you picked up 18 centimeters of snow. Markham, we saw 17. Whitby at 13. Downtown Toronto, 17 centimeters. And in through St. Catharines, we saw 10. Now today, a much fairer day. We've got sunshine. I'll talk about that coming up. But first, the pothole problem. We're going to be talking about that coming up in the next hour. Michelle Mackey takes us through what the city is facing this year and a sinking highway. We've got that video coming up in Force of Nature. This afternoon, here's our sunshine. -7 is our daytime high. Feeling more like -9, so it's a good day. And we ring in March like a lamb. We're going to be seeing sunshine today and into tomorrow. But we do have a system on the way that is going to be bringing us a little bit of active weather come the weekend. Here's our sunshine for tomorrow, and then that next system bringing us about 5 centimeters on Saturday. All right, falling ice continues to be a major issue. So this is why we do have snow in the icon on Sunday, and we're watching that system very closely, so stay with us for all the updates.
Well, for Newfoundland, we're seeing snow today. Western shores picking up 5 to 10 centimeters, just that sea effect snow, gusts between 50 to 80 kilometers an hour, blowing the snow around. Southern Avalon under 5 centimeters for you. Up towards Labrador, we've seen blizzard warnings in place. Hopedale to Postville, 15 to 30 centimeters of snow, so tricky travel there. And this evening, we're going to see snow wrapping up in BC, but we have about 5 to 10 centimeters outside of Vancouver as we head into the interior. Through today, we still have more snow left to go for British Columbia. Around Vancouver in the city, just a trace amount. As you go north of the city, 5 to 10 centimeters, and towards the interior, Kelowna, 2 to 5. No snow for Victoria, though, just temperatures hovering a few degrees below average for you. In Alberta, snow starts to pile up as we head into this evening. And for Calgary, it's traced to 2 centimeters into your Friday morning commute. But as we look to the foothills, because of the upsloping winds, 5 to 10 centimeters through to your Friday.
Lucky for us, we have Good Samaritans that'll help everybody out in their time of need. We picked up about 18 centimeters of snow at Pearson, 17 centimeters of snow downtown. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is the last official day of February. Is March going to be coming in like a lamb or a lion? Well, we've got meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum standing by. He's going to be joining us in just about a minute to talk about what we can expect into the weekend and beyond. But first, let's get into today. Today, a much calmer day. That system has now moved off towards the east. We're seeing a daytime high of -7, but still we are well below our seasonal average. We should be around the freezing mark for this time of year. It is going to feel like -10, but because high pressure is firmly in place, again, we are seeing lots of sunshine. Barrie getting up to -6, -5 through Newmarket, and -6 down towards Hamilton. On the Ontario precipitation forecast, you can see nothing. We're good for today and into tomorrow. However, we do have a system on the way for the weekend that is going to be bringing us some light snow. Dr. Doug is going to give us all of those details. Let's take a look at some of the forecast conditions for tomorrow afternoon. Tons of sunshine, and finally seasonal values. This is where we should be before we cool down. Let's bring in now Dr. Doug. Okay, Doug, I know there is some good news in this forecast, right?
I guess, if you like winter, there's lots of good news. This is the pattern for the first 10 days of the month, coast to coast cold. Now, first couple days of the month, not too bad just yet. You know, Friday, a great day. Saturday, temperatures near seasonal. We have a weak system that we'll be tracking through. That will bring us some light snow, just a couple of centimeters. The more significant system we'll be watching is yet another Texas low. Most of the models keep it to our south and do not bring precipitation into southern Ontario. However, there are some models and some reliable models that bring it a little bit further to the north. We'll watch this very closely. Under this scenario, we'd see snow in the GTA, heaviest snow in Niagara.
Okay, temperatures still remaining below our seasonal average for Sunday with that chance of that snow.
And it gets worse.
Monday, it gets way worse. This is frigid.
And it gets even worse. At least we'll see some sunshine. But take a look at Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures, this is over 10 degrees colder than where we should be for the first week of March.
Okay, so he doesn't have any good news. I thought he might, but no, not the case. Okay, so midweek.
No, there's some good news. We don't have a midweek storm next week. After 6 weeks in a row of a storm in the middle of the week, we shouldn't have a snow day next week, but at the end of the week, so we head towards March break. We'll closely watch this system to see if that impacts the start of March break, but after that, major pattern change for the second half of the month. Temperatures will actually be above seasonal.
That's the good news.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Doug.